During the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them, as America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how, by refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
And I said, hey, oi, let's chop your penis off. Oi, can I have me penis back? Why do you have dreadlocks, you white oppressor?
Royce Lopez.
Always be aborting. A always be aborting. Always be aborting.
Breaking news.
Breaking news,
You're
guys.
hearing it only on our show first. Apparently Donald Trump has worked out a deal. He will get the wall. Unfortunately, it's going to be a rock climbing wall.
Oh, no! The other is going to be a slide. You climb the wall up and you just
lands into a nice, clean, chlorinated pool. And then you immediately get a welfare check. Fucking A.
Oh, shit. He was a boy, he went to girl, now he wants to be a boy again.
Oh, God, just stay a girl if you're going to be this indecisive.
I think Caitlyn Jenner's a handsome woman with a great penis. Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with trannies. I just don't want to put that one's cock in my mouth.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast. Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time, here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
Howdy, folks. Welcome aboard. Beginning of the week. Monday afternoon. Kicking off the week properly with your boys here at Revenge of the Sis. Of course, the leaders of your media insurgency, Mike Sheely, Royce Lopez. Howdy! How's everybody? Is everybody good? It's a good weekend?
I had a decent weekend. I cannot complain.
Backlash was decent.
Yeah, it was okay.
It was okay.
You know.
It's better than Mania.
That I would
Dare I
agree with.
say?
Yes.
What else happened?
God, you know, some days we're scrounging around looking for stuff for the show because some news days are bigger than this. This weekend, Mike pointed out, nothing big happened, but a lot of little things happened. Like there's a lot of stuff, a lot of show-worthy stuff that came out. So we are deep with prep today. Also, speaking of being deep and people that are deep into the show, if you are a patron, you go to revengeofthesis.com/donate. Go to our Patreon right there. You got a little surprise yesterday. Our Juagglo Documentary is finally out and exclusive for our patrons for 2 weeks. You guys will have access to the Juagglo March documentary if you're a patron. Check it out. 8 months. Can you believe that was 8 months ago?
It was 8 months ago.
8 months ago.
And there's Man, it was it's tough, man. When you take so much footage,
Yeah.
it's hard to get everything you want into it.
Yeah, I know.
I think that our friend Chris Hamill, who did the editing on it and some of the directing and stuff, did a fabulous job. He had to make a lot of hard decisions that we could not emotionally, or we were too emotional to make them.
Right.
As far as like, okay, this has to be.
It would have been a 5-hour documentary.
It would have been 5 hours,
and
long.
no one's going to listen to that.
So Hammy did a great job. I did draw a line. It could have been out sooner.
Yeah.
I fought tooth and nail last night for one little piece. It was literally 8 seconds of footage. And it was like last night I was like, it has to be in there. I know our editor was probably rolling his eyes. I could feel Royce rolling his eyes. Everybody's like, it's not. I'm like, it has to be in there. But he got some of the, like, there were little, like, things we were doing with the megaphone. And things that I just wanted people to see that Royce and I have massive balls. I was also a little bummed out that he left out the, there was the other thing that Royce was doing. What's the name you always yell out when there's Spanish people in the crowd?
Oh, fuck.
He does it every time we go out. And there's
Any Spanish name, really. I'll be like, Jose.
No, but there was some woman's name that was perfect that every
Maribella? Or something like that?
Something where every time he yelled at these fucking fat Mexicans.
3 people would turn around.
It was pretty funny. But yeah. So you guys want to check that out. If you common folk, if you fucking freeloading fans want to see it, just wait a week or so. We will release it for you plebs as well.
That's right.
But you know, look, we're not commies.
No.
We're not. People that pay get stuff first. They get exclusive service, cloth napkin type shit.
That's right.
And you guys will eat the leftovers out of a fucking trough.
Guadalupe.
Thank
you, Frozen Asian. I forgot what it was.
Wherever we were walking
Guadalupe!
around, and he was just going, Guadalupe! And I was cringing.
Yeah.
Because I felt uncomfortable because everybody kept looking at us. But then I realized I don't need to be uncomfortable because I'm the last guy anybody thinks is yelling.
Yeah.
So it's just Guadalupe! And everybody go, whoa.
What?
It was very funny. It was a good time.
It's a lot of stuff. I mean, I eventually will probably just throw the rest of the footage up there raw. If you guys want to check some of it out.
But it's like fucking hours of shit.
It's hours of fucking garbage.
So I might cut up some B-roll one day if I'm bored. But the thing is, dude, the show gets, we are
5 days a week.
We're overseeing some pretty, precipitous growth. We could be doing better, but as far as not shrinking and always growing, we do okay every month. We get a little bigger. We're getting to that point now where all the things that I half-assedly go like, yeah, I want to do that sometime. I'll probably never do it. It really is hard enough to keep our mouths and noses above the water at this point.
Yeah, that's a very good point. And if you want to become a patron, you can watch it early. RevengeOfTheSith.com/donate. Become a patron on Patreon, and you'll get the documentary. It's up there.
And you get all kinds of other stuff.
Yeah.
Whenever I do one of my weird little videos or something, we always give you guys a little taste first.
Correct. Man, there's so much.
Nah, it's not that much.
It's a lot. Okay.
Quiet week.
Stoneman Douglas shooter was assigned to controversial Broward discipline program, officials now say. Broward School District admits Sunday that the confessed majority Stoneman Douglas High School gunman was assigned to a controversial disciplinary program after the superintendent repeatedly claimed that he had no connection to the alternative punishment designed to limit on-campus arrest, which they're criticizing Broward County for right now.
Yeah, the juke and the stats program that they had.
The two sources with knowledge of Cruz discipline records told WLRN he was referred to the so-called Promise program for 3 stints after committing vandalism at Westglades Middle School in 2013. When asked for a response, a spokeswoman, Superintendent Robert Runitz, stated on Friday that district administrators were aggressively analyzing Cruz's records. Then Tracy Clark said on Sunday afternoon the district had confirmed Cruz referral to Promise after he vandalized the bathroom at the middle school in 2013. However, it's unclear if Cruz ever attended the program. Clark said he appeared at Pine Ridge Education Center in Fort Lauderdale, an alternative school facility where Promise in-housed for an intake interview the day after vandalism incident, but she said it does not appear that Cruz completed the recommended 3-day assignment placement. She said she did not want to speculate as why. So they even had this so they wouldn't go to prison, and they weren't even doing the program either.
Let's be honest, okay? This is a great example of government failure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. On the local, the state, and the federal level.
But that's like, look, police departments across the country, it's a government job.
Yeah.
Most of them just clock in every day and hope nothing too bloody happens that they have to go deal with.
Right.
Public education, Department of Education, it's just a warehouse where they ship all your kids, they stick them in there, and they hope the place doesn't get shot up every day. Mm-hmm. Nobody's proactively doing any work. Nobody's actually trying to help these kids. And don't give me this fucking shit, because we're going to get emails from I'm a teacher, I care about my student. Good for you. Good. I'm happy that you're a teacher who cares about it. I paid for my own pencil. Okay, great. But the majority of teachers are fucking losers. I'm sorry.
Oh, boy.
But it's like every
Here we
other.
go.
No, look, it's like George Carlin once said, all right? He said it about kids. Kids are like every other group of people on the planet. A few winners and a whole lot of losers. Teachers are not fucking exempt from this. A few winners and a whole lot of losers. Sheriff's deputies.
Here comes the emails.
Sheriff's deputies. You got some winners and you got a whole bunch of losers. They're in the news every goddamn week across the country. Karate kicking fucking black teenagers in the face that are handcuffed, punching women in DUI situations. They're they're normal. We're all shitty people. So, yeah, the bulk of people at any office are shitty people.
I have friends that are teachers, and they're very good
wonderful people, I'm sure.
They're great people.
But
I don't understand why you got to say that teachers are stupid.
Because I guarantee you, if you went to any fucking high school in
Why
America,
are you yelling at me? I didn't do anything to you.
because you're defending these people. Because you're defending these fucks. Let me tell you something.
Let's go.
I am friends with teachers as well.
Okay.
If I had a friend of mine who's a teacher, say, hey, would you like to accompany me to some kind of function? It's going to be all teachers there from all from the high school I work at.
Uh-huh.
You mean to fucking tell me that you would be able to make friends with the majority of the people there at that event?
Yeah, sure, because I'm
No, you wouldn't.
Why are you yelling at me?
No, you wouldn't.
Let me
You're
finish.
fucking. First of all, you're an antisocial prick, and no, you wouldn't. Second of all, you'd go, wow.
Antisocial prick? That's not nice.
You would go, and your friend would introduce you to fucking 300 people, and you'd meet like 4 cool ones. And you'd be like, oh, yeah, Derek and Steve, those guys, yeah, those people are all right. But most of them, you'd go, these people are fucking losers, man. They're teachers.
So if you're a teacher and your name's Scott, is there no hope for you?
If you're a teacher named Scott, you should be fucking euthanized for the good of the community around you.
I love the weird stances that we make. We want to take away women's vote. Fucking Mike hates teachers.
Yeah, literally. Like, how about this, guys? Hear me out on this. Concentration camps, but for teachers.
That's the worst idea you've ever
What?
had. Why would you say that?
You watch my fucking, I'm polling high, and then suddenly all my fucking numbers just plummet. They're like, you can't round up all the teachers. I didn't say all, I said most. Fucking classroom sizes go up to like 4,000 students per class.
Well, okay, I'll say this. I'll say this.
Save a bunch. That's it.
Statistically speaking, thinking of my high school teachers, right? I'll say that you're probably right. Out of 10, 1 was good. Like if I did the math, out of 10, let's say every 10 teachers, I had 1 that I liked.
Out of 10 teachers in
I would say
class,
10% of teachers are cool.
Yeah, and I would say that comfortably, a comfortable estimate, 60% of teachers are fucking losers.
Okay. What's your definition of a loser?
You're counting PE teachers.
Oh no, that's not fair.
You're counting.
You can't count PE teachers.
School faculty.
You can't count PE teachers.
6 out of 10 of them are fucking losers.
You can't.
Guaranteed.
PE teachers is an asterisk that skews it. Those are just fucking failed football players.
I say abolish schools. Let's fucking save.
Oh,
money.
here we go. That's
Hang
the
on.
next one.
Hear me
Okay,
out on this.
okay, I'm ready.
fucking-
I'm listening.
We do it on fucking computers.
On the computers?
Yeah, you got fucking Skype.
Okay.
Plenty of adults are taking classes online.
Okay.
If the fucking black guy in the Everest College commercial can handle it, I'm sure fucking your nephew can handle it.
Okay.
You just you do it over the computers. You cut back on teachers.
You can't get beat up in a school you don't physically go to. You can't get shot in a school
here's the thing.
you don't physically
Here's the
go
thing.
to.
I will agree with you on the side that there's enough information out there to teach children without them going to a classroom. However, what about social skills?
Have you seen these kids?
I'm not saying.
Have you seen these fucking kids nowadays?
No, I get it, but
They don't have any social skills. They choose not to go outside and interact with other people.
All right, I guess you're right there. I
This
can't
is the
argue that.
Matrix. All you gotta do is keep your pod clean. That's what they want in this postmodern hell anyway. They want us all to live in pods. We're a little pod, and we watch people biting all day.
We're like a
That's
bunch
it.
of Japanese businessmen
That's all it is.
sleeping in pods above each other.
It's so fucking sad, dude. You go to Japan and they have these little coffins that they rent out in like subway stations.
Have you seen
where
those,
you can
man?
Sleep for like a half hour.
They have like a dollar machine. And speaking of Japan, so this is a big real estate company here. The video I'm about to show you in Japan, and these guys, I read into this now. These guys didn't meet their their numbers, their goals in their company, and they take that shit really seriously.
Oh yeah,
over
dude.
there.
They have a whole suicide forest because of this shit.
So check this out. This is a bunch of men who didn't meet their goals, and they are being slapped. And like hard slap by this girl. And now they're made to crawl around like dogs.
Is this Chinese or Japanese?
They're
Dirty
Japanese,
knees.
I believe.
Dirty knees. Look at these.
Wait, is it Chinese? Okay, now I have to see.
I'm thinking this is Chinese. Yeah, that language. That's Chinese.
China, you're right. Sorry, China. I apologize. I'm racist. Chinese.
Yeah, the dead giveaway is Japanese is way more elegant looking. Chinese is way blocky.
Right.
Well, yeah, this makes more sense then. I mean, Japanese people are drones, but Chinese people are fucking drones.
And they don't fuck around when you fuck up over there, huh?
But you know what? Look, I got a simple solution to this entire problem.
If you don't take gas, because you want to gas everybody, and that's not a. It seems simple on paper, but it's
I
a
would
big
never
project.
recommend gassing Asians. That's racist. I have a solution to this.
Okay.
It's a very simple, elegant solution.
Okay.
Meet your fucking sales goal.
You would be a really good Chinese boss.
Fucking right, I would. I'd be beating the shit out of those. As long as it didn't come back on me, I would torture the shit out of those underlings. That's the Chinese way.
Now let's move back to America. This video is all over fucking Facebook and everywhere, and it's at a Walgreens. And this mom with a kid, I would say the kid's maybe 4 years old, 5 years old, keeps grabbing stuff and throwing it to the ground. So you understand the background. This is what happens right before the video starts, so you know what's going on.
Just drop everything, leave.
Well, we need
No,
our
no, no.
stuff.
You were banned last time after the lady told you that. Stay out.
Look at the kid. Look at the kid.
What are you talking about?
Dropping
What
things.
manager? What store manager?
The kid keeps grabbing stuff and trying to throw it to the floor.
And this woman's doing nothing.
Nothing at all. She's standing there looking at her phone, and this kid is dropping everything. And apparently there's been a history because the guy's saying, you've been banned from the store because your kid keeps breaking things.
Yes.
Watch.
We need to get out. We need to get out.
The kid says, shut the fuck up.
So that's, by the way, this kid.
All right,
is-
Mike, you know what? I think I'm with you with the whole...
No, but don't do it. Don't say it.
No. Homeschooling, I mean.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the other thing.
Not the other thing, homeschooling. I'm with you with the homeschooling.
The camps. All right. This kid is.
We need to get out. We need to get our stuff.
This kid is. This kind of shit. Really
How do you
makes
think
me
that kid is?
3 or 4.
Okay.
Maybe 5, like you said. But
I thought maybe
this
5,
is this is
Wearing little Jordans.
this is what is happening. Like this is the term.
Right.
This is. I mean, these are the fucking. This is this. Sorry, rather the environment. Like this kid's gonna grow up to murder and rape people. Like there's no alternative to that.
Right.
This is what happens. This is environmental.
No, there's no express lane.
I need to get my stuff.
No, leave. You're banned from the store. You want to leave.
Why am I being?
Because it's his attitude. What he's doing, and you're not doing it.
By the way, this fucking manager's trying really, really hard.
Not to say,
Not in my store. Fucking Matumbo them.
Anything about it.
What can I do? If I hit my kid, what's gonna happen?
I don't know. We'd all fucking clap.
Probably all clap.
We'd ask, can we take a free shot too?
You know, I'm just getting so sick of the knocking over of my display cases. It's frustrating.
You're being a couple of nincompoops. And I don't like it.
And I'm not going to put up with this nonsense.
Now get out of here. You're ruining this neighborhood, you not nice people.
They literally, while this incident was happening, every resident in this neighborhood that owns a home actually instantly got a rebate check for their property taxes.
I mean, seriously.
sorry, you overpaid this year, clearly.
We apologize. We'd like to apologize.
I'm gonna go to jail.
You don't come
right?
in. This is called jail. You're letting him do this.
I'm gonna go to jail. I
Leave.
can't do that. I'm
Leave.
never gonna hit my
Leave the
kid.
store.
I need to get my stuff.
You're not getting anything. Leave.
No, shut the fuck up!
Whoa, kid.
I can't get my stuff.
No, leave.
How is she not fucking mortified
Yep.
by that child acting that way? Like, if I had been 2% as disrespectful as this kid was being, my mother would have fucking flipped on me back in the day.
Yeah, it
There would have been hell to pay.
Too long. You're bad. Don't come back. I was told when you come in, just stop. I'm on one.
Wait, he let her. Oh, he's calling the cops.
Yeah, he was gonna call, and that's how the video ends. Dude, it is the most frustrating things when you see
What?
single mothers
Single mothers? Yeah.
that let their children act out like that.
Yeah. It's
By the way, I'll say, because we said it before, usually in this community,
poorer communities.
the parenting it either goes one of two ways. Either it's really bad or it's really good or it's militant, you know? Like, for the most part, actually, in this community, they still spank. That's still a thing that's okay. You know what I mean? I've seen it, is my point.
That is for that mother to not be embarrassed that is the fruit of her loins.
Yeah.
And that she did that to this child.
You're right. Yeah, you're not even so mad as mad at the kid as you are at her because she failed him, you know?
Like, that shit would have been corrected in my household real fucking quick.
Oh, yeah, I've been
Real
fucking
quick.
slapped in the mouth. Like, that's not a joke.
My mother had that miserable Irish Catholic guilt that, like, it lasted for days. So it's like, you fucked up in a store days ago. You were still feeling the fucking penalties.
Well, Mike, maybe this could help.
Bring back shame.
Maybe this will help. From the all-star writing staff at from Lincoln Anthony Blades at Teen Vogue. Trauma from slavery can actually be passed down through your genes.
And here we go.
I don't know why you're laughing. You can get PTSD from your ancestors.
Can you?
Here we go. Last night, a social media site was filled with statuses and updates and tweets regarding the Warriors' heroic Game 7 win and Bernie Sanders' massive rally in Oakland. It became almost impossible to miss the many comments about Roots, the legendary 1977 miniseries based off the Alex Haley book, which was remade and broadcast on the History Channel.
I wish I was LeVar Burton.
Aside from commentary that compromised the live tweets on the more common statements many people were delivering online was how they weren't going to watch Roots because they wanted to go to work in peace the next day. On face value, it's easy for a non-black person to wonder why African Americans over a century removed from slavery can still harbor such strong feelings from watching a TV show. Yes, Mike?
Because socialist-oriented movements constantly indulge every unproductive thought that community has.
Right. And they feed off of victimization.
And constantly indulge them and go, yeah, you're right. These goddamn white people. Oh, they've had it so good.
As a fellow white person. And to be fair, I think we even wonder that about ourselves sometimes. It's a question that has been tackled by our greatest and most eloquent writers, but apparently it also addressed by a component of our society that many of us have never expected. Science. Dr. Rachel Yehuda performed a professor of psychiatry at Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai.
It's one of ours.
Oh, wait, is that Mount Sinai the original Mount Sinai? Because there's one where I'm from. Is this the legitimate?
School of Medicine at Mount Sinai.
Oy vey.
Yep. Has conducted a depth of research in epigenetics and in intergenerational transmission of trauma.
Of course they did.
They made something up.
Oy vey.
That's not science. That's called making something up.
That's because they want to keep increasing the numbers. Because it's 11 million now. Or no, I'm sorry, it was 11 million a few months ago. It's now 17 million. I want you people to know that. I want you to know that the most recent projections for people affected by the Holocaust is now sitting at 17 million. And projected to be 74 billion by 2024.
In layman's terms, she's researching how serious incidents of trauma, i.e. slavery, Holocaust, etc., and post-traumatic stress disorder can be passed on through generations in shared family genes. Her research has revealed that when people experience trauma, it changes their genes in a very specific and noticeable way. So when those people have children, their genes are passed down to their children. The children also inherit genes affected by trauma.
No, they don't! Fucking hell! These fucking scumbags! Why are you allowed to print these things?
I bet you I can make you madder.
Oh, I bet you can.
Yehuda, who was born in Israel and lived predominantly Jewish neighborhoods in her Cleveland Heights, Ohio, first tested her theory out in a small control group of her neighbors who had survived the Holocaust.
Of course they had.
What she found is that the Holocaust survivors had similar hormonal profile to Vietnam veterans suffering from PTSD. Our brains have a region called the amygdala, which performs the primary roles of processing memory, emotional reactions, and even a threat detection. PTSD can cause the amygdala to kick in overdrive. It wasn't until years later, after meeting with the child of a Holocaust survivor, that she decided to test these traits were passed down through generations, and her study confirmed what she thought. That's not how studies work. Sociologist Dr. Joy DeGruy played off the widely accepted term PTSD to create a phrase PTSD disorder to address the specific trauma suffered by descendants of black slaves. If the Holocaust caused immense emotional, physical, and psychological effects intense enough to cause trauma to survivors, then the abject horrors and brutality suffered by slaves is more than likely to have the same effects on black slavery descendants worldwide. Dr. Gray's definition of PTSD falls in line with the horrific circumstances that can rise out of being subjugated to extreme anguish and distress.
Yeah, take that, anti-Semites.
As with any research, there's still a lot that is unknown that will have to be provided with further study. But if there's one thing that's clear, it's that mental health is a topic that should only be continued to talk about, especially in communities where therapy and mental disease are stigmatized. Okay, real quick here, Team Vogue. By the way, the same Team Vogue that is absolutely 100% pro-abortion, way past 20 weeks, by the way. Like, they're one of those outliers, like, what does it matter before it's born? So at the same time, you're
Yeah,
saying,
Teen Vogue is so pro-abortion that they actually advocate for abortions of kids aged old enough to read Teen Vogue.
right? The
You
ones
can
that
do it in the 350th trimester.
so now they're saying that there's something passed down from your parents in your brain. So even when it's a clump of cells using your fucking own fucking rules, then it still has the potential to be life and it inherits stuff from its parents. Let's say that that's true. So now you're caught in a catch-22, aren't you? No, you're not, because you're a bunch of fucking hypocrites that pass this along, and all you're trying to do is trying to get the Jewish community to come hand-to-hand with the black community to make a bigger and stronger voting base, because for some reason it needs to be 100% socialist, because they're huge Bernie Sanders supporters.
Of course.
100% socialist or nothing. Passing down victimization is absolutely one of the silliest things I've ever heard, but mark my words, it's going to go mainstream now. This just came out a couple days ago. It's going to go mainstream that victimization is now passed down from generation to generation.
You know
so
what?
that means you are going to be a slave of your family's past no matter what you do, because guess what? You're born a victim. You fucking transparent, stupid agenda. I
That's
fucking
good.
hate it.
You know what? Then that's fine. You know what? I want shekels every time we run out of potatoes in this household.
There you go.
I want free shekels because it brings back the trauma.
Yeah.
Ah, bugger, 'tis like another potato famine.
Whenever some fucking guy at one of these rallies that we go to is wearing a Chase shirt, I want some money because it brings him trauma.
Oh,
For me.
it's like me and my family are starving all over again.
Oh my god. You know, it's funny when you change the fucking nationality. It's funny.
I wouldn't even care. Like if we this is gonna come off probably a bit anti-Semitic, so I apologize. I am tired of the white man carrying all the blame for all the sins that Jews are actually committing. You guys are super rich. You guys are super in charge. You guys are running shit. We get stuck with that fucking blame. Look at the white man holding us down, the 1%. But then you want to go around and back end and handshake in the background and go, oh, the Holocaust and slavery. It's like the same. Let's get these white men. You're the motherfuckers with all the money. You're the motherfuckers with all the influence. And I don't care if you want to be Jewish and you want to play the socialist victim game, then be fucking Jewish. But don't fucking turn your Jewishness off and be white when it fucking suits you whenever. Like, that's what drives me nuts. You're white when it helps you. You're fucking Jewish when it helps you. Whenever it serves you, you're that thing. Pick one, fucking get out of the pool or stay in the fucking pool.
Inside or outside? Yeah. And it's going to catch on, and idiots are going to fucking fall for it. But I'll say
it's
to
like
me,
every time you criticize these things, you're automatically like anti-Semite.
but how about something else that this has been going around? Something else that the third wave feminism, leftist SJW stuff has done that I think, what you said is sad. What I think, and I don't know if you agree with me or not, is sadder, is what it's done to pretty girls.
Oh yeah, it's disgusting.
And somebody put together a side by side before and after of a bunch of women. So
the E-bombs, yeah.
This is fucking wonderful.
And you know, I've seen these before, but the list gets bigger every year, and they add more and more. This is depressing, man.
So this girl on the left, very cute girl. On the right, she looks like, well, first off, she shaved her head. She has a mohawk, and she looks like, you know, remember Donkey Lips in Salute Your Shorts?
Yes.
She looks like Donkey Lips in a mohawk.
You know, it's funny. We had a stripper like this when I worked in Tampa a long time ago, a couple of years back. And she kind of went through this transformation into like fat girl with a mohawk.
Yeah.
And then we had to have like a polite conversation with her where it's like, we hired you as a pretty girl. And You're a fucking slob now. We can't have you. And I used to, like, I'm going to miss, like, because nowadays you can't get away with that shit. I'm going to miss being in those last glory days of strip club industry where you could completely bring a girl in and just rip her apart and fire her. And they go, oh, fucking sue. You're like, no, you won't. You're a stripper. You can't even get out of bed before 3 in the afternoon. Good luck to you.
This one here has all the things that I hate.
Oh, no. What happened?
So on the left, it's basically she's dressed like a cute goth girl, I would say. Let's say that's what she looks like on the left.
But like Victorian goth.
Right, like,
Like
like
old school.
literal gothic.
Yes.
You know?
Like, what's her face from Beetlejuice?
Right, yes.
Lydia Dietz.
Yes.
She's dressed like Lydia Dietz.
So
Dude,
she has, like that. And now, after being
what the fuck, dude?
converted, she has one of the things that I hate, two of the things together that I hate the most on women.
I know the one.
Number one is the septum piercing.
Yep.
I hate the septum piercing on women. It makes you look like a cartoon bull. I fucking hate it. I think it's stupid. I'm sorry if you have one. Take it out. Women, you look so much better without it. Next, the other big trend, the Emma Gonzalez, shaved her pretty hair off. So now she's bald and she has this, because this makes it worse, because now without hair, it really makes the septum piercing stick out more.
Oh, yeah.
And she also has on her head, it's not a tattoo, it's one of those temporary henna ones, like one of those Indian, I don't know what you call them.
It looks like the background of, what do you call it? A.G. Lux fucking
I was going to say,
setup.
yes.
Whenever he Skypes in, it's that weird, like, Bhattacharya, like Indian weird flower thing.
Yeah, she looks like she says namaste a lot.
She's like the fucking embodiment of mental illness.
And then now her earrings are fucking huge peacock earrings that she has. And she has a fucking infinity stone on her wrist. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah, it looks like that horrendous Native American jewelry.
Yeah. This one's another sad one. A very cute teen girl, I would say. Then you move over, and a few years later, after taking over the third wave feminist agenda, she has a short boy haircut, bleach blonde, septum piercing again.
This is.
And then she has what are those over her eyebrows?
I don't know. I don't know if they're shaved to be that way.
No, because the eyebrows seem to be down here.
Her eyebrows look like eyelashes. Let's just put it that way.
There you go.
It's weird.
Very odd.
These are the children of boomers. That's what this is.
Yeah.
This is an entire generation of boomers going, oh, I know, I shouldn't let Skylar have another cookie, but it's just, I'll give it to him and he'll shut up. It's 40 years of doing that.
So this one,
she's a Bajoran, is what fucking Maddie said in the chat. Nice reference. Nice reference to a C-tier Star Trek race.
not in Deep Space Nine. They were top tiered.
Yeah, a C-tier fucking Star Trek show.
Such fucking okay. I hate B'Elanna Torres and Voyager. Just real quick for any Star Trek fans.
As much as I hate Chakotay.
That's fair. This one's really sad. On the left, very pretty girl.
Why did they try to be as repugnant as possible?
Blonde hair.
Is this what you're like? What is this? What is this? Why she's licking her hairy armpit with a safety pin in her nose?
She has a safety pin in her nose and a couple other piercings. She has her tongue out like she's licking her hairy armpit. And then look on the left, she used to do her eyebrows. On the right, she just stopped doing her eyebrows. So
this is so sad. This is the combination of shitty education, fatherless homes, combined with the fact that guys will indulge this sort of shit. Somebody out there right now is trying to fuck old Harry Pitts because he has no fucking self-respect. And he'll indulge her and go, yeah, I know, man. Bernie Sanders. Trump's a racist, am I right? And guess what? You might get to hook up with her, and then the next day she's going to say you raped her. Welcome to the left.
this is
Jesus fucking H.
Look at the stark transition. This one's a fucking jarring. She went from being a cute, normal teen, I guess, right? To pink-haired, blue-haired, fucking shaved. The not Emma Gonzalez shaved, but like crew cut shaved.
Yeah, it's
everything bad.
She looks like she lost a lot of weight. Like she has like AIDS weight loss thing going. It's pretty gross.
Here, you like this one?
No.
Yes.
No.
A girl on the left wearing a Mickey Mouse shirt and smiling, and on the right, boy haircut. I don't know if it's just transitioning or not, but hairy armpits.
That's actually pretty heartbreaking. Jesus, dude, they're so normal looking on the left.
Oh, look, we have a famous one. Kristen Dunst.
Is that what happened to her?
Yeah, apparently.
What?
All right. Last
man.
one, because there's a lot of them.
What the fuck is this?
Look at the one on the left. That's her. Beautiful, pretty girl, right?
And now she's young Marilyn Manson.
It is disgusting.
Why can't women just admit that you're not happy, that whatever weird grand social experiment we've done in the last 20 years didn't work? There is no fucking shame in rolling back. People do it with computers all the time. Oh, I updated my computer. Now it's riddled with cancer.
Rachel Maddow.
Jeez. Oh, yeah, I've seen this before. I've seen a young Rachel Maddow.
She was cute.
But why can't we as a society just swallow our pride, do what you do when your computer gets infected, and roll back? Can't we start having societal save points? You know what I mean? Like system save points, but for society, where like every 5 to 10 years we agree if it gets too bad, we're gonna go back to 85. You know what I mean?
I like that. I actually like that. That's not a bad idea.
No, we'll update it every 10 years. If we decide the last 10 years has been great, we add a new system save point.
I believe this is the British Army. Did you see this corporal that made this female recruit start crying? Okay, this is... Women, you want to serve, right?
Get the f*** here! Hurry up! Who is that? Who are you? Who are you? Why are you here? To kill who? Get the f*** here now! Get the f*** here! Get here! Get the f*** down! Get the f*** down! Get down, sit me! Sit the f*** me! Why are you at my room? Why are you here to kill who? Are you a f*** killer or a mouse?
Killer!
Are you a killer? Show me your war face! That's not a war face! Show me your war face! Why have you got a f*** piercing in your tongue? Why the f*** you got a piercing in your tongue?
Why do you have a pierced tongue?
Which is a valid question.
You are not a killer. Get the f*** here now. Get here! Get the f*** here! Why are you smelling me on here? What the f*** you smelling me? What the f*** is that? Oh God! Kill it! Kill that position! Take it! Kill! Kill!
This, by the way,
Kill it,
dude,
man!
this girl is fucking hopeless. You just watch the body language
Yeah,
and the
it
lack of
is.
enthusiasm. There's not like I've seen videos of guys in like Marine training having a bad time of it, but still you know what I mean? Powering through. This girl's just, she looks like she has the same look of being lost and not wanting to be there that I did in Little League, where it's like just hopeless, like where you're like, why is, like she looks as clueless here as I did in the outfield, like
Manny says, you got your crying license.
oh, you better have your crying license. Oh, you a killer? Well, too bad you can't have a knife.
That's why even their fucking spy, James Bond, needed a license to kill. Everything there's a fucking license.
And where's your aggression? You're a f***, you are not a killer. You are not a killer. On guard! On guard! I put your bayonet.
She's trying to
Right,
use the
let's get
bayonet, and she's doing it with with an amount of force that wouldn't be able to open up a potato chip bag. She's a fucking
You're right.
train wreck. What
She's
a-
not good at being a soldier.
This girl would suck at an office job. I can just tell you from watching her. This is not a man, woman. Dude, women are terrible. This woman is, to use your own term, shite.
Yes.
River now. Let's get in that river. You are weak. You are weak. Get down. Get down. Hey, get here. Get down. Stand up. Hey, yeah, sit. That's it. You done it. You done it. Huh? You crying? What are you crying for? Because you done it. Have you? Get back down now. Get back down. Get back down. You are nowhere near the end. Get through there now. Get through.
The fake out at the end is my favorite part.
Yeah, she was excited.
Oh, yeah, you did it. No, you didn't. You fucking loser. Get down.
Fucking suck.
I mean, like, you have to realize, man, there's countries where that shit is mandatory. People toughen the fuck up.
An Army instructor is facing a court-martial after he filmed the recruit and reduced her to tears. The shocking video has been watched more than 250,000 times, 250,001. Last night, furious top brass were trying to track down the corporal who may be booted. Okay, it's not because he did it. It's because he posted the video online. Last night, the Mail on Sunday showed the video. His response was withering. I hope the identity of the corporal discovered very quickly, and he is removed from the Army. So they're going to kick him out.
To be honest, they're not wrong.
It shouldn't be online. I agree. He shouldn't have filmed it to begin with.
There's rules.
What about the rules?
What about the rules? There's rules.
Right.
Look, I'm not gonna. I had a lot of Marine buddies when I used to live in North Carolina. I lived on an island right on the beach where, like, a lot of the, some of the guys that didn't want to live on base and wanted to have a nice surfy weekend.
So based.
So based. Needless to say, look, a lot of stuff gets filmed. A lot of rules get broken all the time. People will show you stuff you're not supposed to see. I've seen videos I'm not supposed to see. None of those guys were ever retarded enough to post it to their Facebook or their, you know what I mean? You'd be drunk at a bar and they'd be like, you want to fucking, dude, all right, we're going to hang out at my house later. You want to see some fucking shit? Pop a fucking DVD, a bootleg DVD in there and you'd see some shit.
Right.
You'll never see again or unsee. But yeah, this guy's going to get himself in trouble. And then all these fucking people now are going to come out and go, oh, you see, these millennial snowflakes can't handle. They're going to take it the wrong way.
The boomers?
Yeah, of course. How do you expect to defend our greatest ally with all these weak-ass...
Speaking of drunk boomers, you sent me this.
Drunk boomers? That's not a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, you got the audio version? Oh, I was going to say there's a video version.
No, it's just the audio version.
Okay, there's a video version.
Is
It's
there?
so sad. Yeah, it's so fucking sad. We can play this one while I try to find it, though.
Okay. Well, Anthony Cumia has been very, very angry, specifically at Mersh.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to ever get along.
Because Mersh wrote a story on our site that was, according to him, actionable, which, by the way, it wasn't.
It's actionable.
So some audio came out of Anthony Cumia, formerly of Opie and Anthony, being a little intoxicated.
And
At a party? What is it, his house?
it's not at his house. It's yeah, no, it is at his house. I'm sorry, it's in his basement. I was pulling up. I found the video.
Okay, send it to me.
I found the video, and the video is so much sadder. So I'm going to send it to Rose. So Anthony's basically gearing up for Cinco de Mayo weekend.
By the way, that's the 5th of May for people that don't habla español.
Anthony Cumia, a.k.a. The Count, a.k.a. Trampa.
Anthony Actionable.
Actionable
Anthony.
Actionable Ant. You may know him as the brother of Joseph Cumia. Father of the Year. He was alone at his house, drunk, I guess setting up for the party and complaining about all his Twitter bans and singing karaoke by himself drunk. And it's as sad as it sounds.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Basement Karaoke.
The echo is the...
All right. I don't think Artie was coming in for the vacation shows. I don't want to disappoint. I've done that already. Yeah, I got a gut.
Is nobody there?
I'm working on it. What do you want from me?
One person there.
Everybody's so critical. What do you want from me?
Is he live streaming? If that's what's going on,
He's on Periscope.
Okay.
Yes. Before you hit play, too, I want to point out it's the saddest part of this video, and I said it to Royce a million times this weekend, was the acoustics.
Right.
If I were to like, you could, for instance, use like Adobe Audition or like Cool Edit Pro to create audio production, and a lot of times you could take I could take a clip of Royce saying something and add effects to it.
Right.
And they have presets. If you were to look into flanger presets or like look into acoustic presets, this one would be called loneliness. Like if there was a loneliness preset,
right?
It's just an empty room.
Please hold.
Oh no. And now on intermission.
That's, by the way, I can tell from the production of this has to be one of Red Bar's people.
Right.
There's a couple people that are like Red Bar radio fans that are obsessed with Anthony.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that is weird. I've seen that guy that's making kind of an animatronic Anthony mask. It's frightening. It's frightening. 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 Frightening.
That's Carlton Banks, by the way.
Pretty cool. Why is this lonely old man alone? Wait.
He goes to read the comment. Oh no! And it didn't hit him.
Oh no!
Until he had already read it. That is an insult.
2018, the year of the miserable. I'm dubbing it the year of the absolute miserable. I don't know.
Is he singing karaoke by himself to a Periscope?
This is why I wanted the video version. Because I know the audio version you got, it didn't even have all these great parts. I had to get this again. I suspect that this video is made by Jason Yates.
Oh my
God. He's a Red Bar radio guy. I could be wrong, but this
I'm so cringe. I'm cringing.
This
so
has
hard.
all the markings of like a Red Bar video.
I can't look at him. I can't look at him. I can't look at him.
They're the same. The Red Bar radio guys are the same ones that did the video that kept saying production values on the screen with the edge people's with like his screen starting over on the other side and shit.
Well, thank you.
Let's go back a little bit so we can watch. That's the best clip is the way it transitions into.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do.
This is the best video.
Okay, I'm gonna full screen it. I'm gonna full screen it for the people too, so they can see it.
That's the guy who was gonna sue me.
Actionable.
And I
There you
will
go.
act.
I'm dubbing it the year of the absolute miserable. I don't know.
In his fucking prefabricated McMansion.
Oh my god!
In a lonely, empty,
oh my
fucking
god,
McMansion on a postage stamp sized property in New York.
Oh my god!
Filled with furniture from the Ashley store. Just a fucking miserable Long Island Ginzaloon existence. Let's get something straight. But when ROTC Media is $1 million company and we're banking it, I wouldn't at gunpoint move back to Long Island. What a retard. What a trash. Like, even people with money that go back or live on Long Island are all gross. It's just never, there's no cool Long Islanders. It's so sad. Could you imagine being there? And not feeling sad?
Well, I'm gonna make you feel sadder because what you sent me wasn't even. This is just, I think, something different.
You know
What a pain in the ass.
No, he's on vacation.
Oh my god, right? Is anyone...
This is him even drunker.
Yeah, this is later on.
Yeah, so this is not in this video, but we'll just play the audio. I think it's worth it.
You know, who's he? Why am I... Look, oh my god. The chat is now sideways on the. Nothing works. Nothing works. It's the worst.
People pay this man more than Netflix to listen to him.
More than Netflix.
More than Netflix.
This is terrible. Do next song ship. Can we please? This is terrible. There it is. But only 27 people. I swear, I used to have hundreds.
He had 27 people watching, and he used to have hundreds of thousands. And here's his reason why.
I used to have hundreds of people.
There are probably 27 legit people.
Because Twitter decided to fuck me up the ass.
Yeah, it was Twitter's fault.
Yeah, it's Twitter's fault. Because you know how, like, you know, for the rest of us, you know how you can go on Twitter and talk about, you know, call blacks the N-word and say that they're not people. And you know how, like, when we do it, we get to keep our accounts?
Yeah.
It's not fair because Anthony got his account taken away for saying that blacks weren't people. It's not fair at all. His fucking logic is ridiculous.
He is. Okay,
I don't get it. You drop a couple of N-bombs and threaten people, and suddenly you're a bad guy.
God damn it. Fuck you. I swear I will just block everyone.
So you only have 27 people left.
And you're going to block everyone?
You're going to block them all. You understand, Anthony? You're down to 27 people watching live. So that means if you block them all, the number's going to be even less.
I'm going to assume that when he was like this hammered was when he also sent you that DM saying he was going to go after you.
Was this that night, though? I think
No, that was that night, but I'm saying he was in the same state.
Oh, was this from that?
I think he was very drunk, is my point.
Well, yeah, but what does that mean?
That it was a weekday. You're right.
Oh, wow, Anthony was probably putting back a few. Jesus, call the fucking newspapers. Hey, I think this Anthony guy might be abusing alcohol and benzos. Get somebody on the phone. You realize this guy is fucking had to plead guilty and get his guns taken away for biting his frail, waifish girlfriend. Nothing that this man ever does will ever be noteworthy. Like, he could murder a woman in his hotel room. Nobody is going to react with shock. Right. No one is going to go, well, I didn't see it coming.
It's like, yeah, enjoy obscurity. It's because you assholes keep getting me canned.
There you go.
Oh, I love this. Yes. Yes, yes. Oh, this asshole. I hate him.
Who?
Dennis Leary.
About the way our American. Oh, I think you meant Dennis Farrell.
I fucking hate this guy who's had an Emmy and a hit show, and he's married to the same woman and has wonderful children. I fucking hate this. What a piece of shit Dennis Leary is. What a subhuman piece of trash. You're right, Anthony. You're right. He's the asshole. You know what Dennis Leary never did? He never got kicked off of FX for saying blacks weren't people.
Yeah.
You fucking retard. He's Long Island the person.
So
and that's where I'm from. So don't ever say I don't shit on my own people. Fucking people. You fucking literally a fucking glorified HVAC guy.
We have to go to break.
They're not people.
Oh, by the way, Opie's show comes out Wednesday. Don't worry about it. We're waiting with bated breath. We were going to do a positive deconstruction of that.
Yeah, we're going to give Opie an air check. It's been a while. Yeah. I know personally, I've been in radio before, and I know when there's a break between your employment, your new employer likes to do air checks. Make sure you still got it.
Free of charge, we're doing this.
I'm sure you still got it. By it, I mean a set of tits. A luscious, beautiful set of tits.
All right, we have to go to break. For those of you that donate, thank you so much. revengeofthecis.com/donate really, really, really helps us. We want to go to something that may be coming in the near future, so we may ask for your help for that.
And if you're not donating to the show, what the fuck you doing with your life?
Yeah, come on, man.
Get it together. Jay Moore's got a Patreon now. I want to make sure we're always beating him.
Make sure when you're on our site you have ad block off because you can click the Amazon banners there, and anything you buy, we get a percentage of it. It helps us out without you having to give us a penny. However, those people that do donate will get exclusive access to content. For example, the Juggalos March is now up on Patreon, which you could watch, exclusive for a little bit just for our patrons. Anything else we need to plug, Mike, before we go to break?
No.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. Revenge of the Sith.
If you just put in the code Alex10, and of course, that'll be 10% off from our very already low price of $250 for every 4 caps.
Hey folks, this is Jay Leno, the star of the hit film Collision Course, and I'd like to take a moment out there and talk to you about the very real dangers posed by Zionism in this country.
I was riding around on my motorcycle out there in the Arizona desert when I was kidnapped by a UFO and sexually assaulted by aliens.
Show me how you suck a guy's cock. The last time I'm gonna ask you.
From all of us here at Revenge of the Sis, we'd like to thank each and every one of our friends and fans for helping us become one of the fastest growing breakout shows on the internet. In less than 1 year, we have been able to bring you news before it breaks, as well as the funniest and most consistent political and social commentary around. Here are some ways you can help us continue to grow our brand. Sign up as a contributor by going to patreon.com/We're Not Sorry and pledging a monthly amount. Anyone who pledges $12 or more is eligible for occasional giveaways and prizes. And if you pledge $25 or more, we will promote your brand or product live on our show. We understand if you are unable to commit to a monthly recurring donation, but if you would like to contribute one time, you can do so by going to paypal.me/We're Not Sorry. Another unique way to help our show expand while also promoting your own brand or service is by modeling one of our shirts. Go to teespring.com, search for Revenge of the Sis, and you'll find plenty of options to choose from. Take a picture of you modeling our shirt and email it to revengeofthesis@gmail.com. That is revengeofthecis@gmail.com. Be sure to include a web address or a social media account for whatever you want us to promote, and we will feature you on an episode of our show. Since YouTube is now throttling our traffic and Twitter has us shadow banned, there are many other ways you can help without giving us a dime. Every time you invite a friend to like our Facebook page, retweet or share a meme from our social media accounts, or share one of our videos to your own pages, you are helping us to get discovered by more like-minded individuals who will join our ranks and help us grow. Rate us 5 stars on Facebook, Roku, and iTunes. Encourage others to follow @ROTC Media on Twitter. You can also help ROTC by supporting friends of our show, such as LA Werewolf, Connecting Right Radio, Radical Mothering, Folklore Americana, the Mad American Network, Wolfman's Activism and Entertainment, and the Revolutionary Conservative. Find all of these links and more by going to our brand new website, revengeofthesis.com. Do you like pranks, guns, and jokes about retarded people? Well, so do we, but odds are your liberal snowflake friend doesn't. How would you like an easy, cost-effective way of screwing with that friend anonymously without losing your Twitter account? Guns for Tards is the perfect way to trigger SJW anonymously through the mail. For a low fee, your target will receive a beautifully designed professional mailer from our fictional Guns for Tards charity containing a thank you letter for their donation. They'll be led to believe that money was donated in their name to a charity that advocates Second Amendment rights for the mentally handicapped people in their area. For a few extra bucks, they will receive pictures and a detailed profile of a retarded person who they helped harm. It's all fun and games, well, except for that idiot who gets this in their mailbox and freaks out. Messing with someone through the mail is effective. Most people do it trolling over the internet, but regular mail is way more invasive. Whether it's a boss, an ex, or a liberal professor you don't like, this is the perfect way to screw with someone anonymously for the cost of a cup of coffee. Well, a cup of coffee in Manhattan, in a fancy coffee shop. Check out www.gunsfortards.com and select a package today. Use promo code MERSH for 10% off.
Have an opinion you're too afraid to say on Facebook because you might get doxxed? Want CNN to stop knocking at your door asking for your opinion? Call the We're Not Sorry hotline, 407-630-9636. No threats. We will play it on the air. And you know what? Let's keep the racial undertones PG-13. That's 407-630-9636.
Simpson scandal update. Homer sleeps nude in an oxygen tent, which he believes gives him sexual powers.
Hey, that's a half-truth.
I don't know Homer Simpson. I never met Homer Simpson or had any contact with him, but I'm sorry, I can't go on.
That's okay. Your tears say more than real evidence ever could.
And now we return to Fox Night at the Movies, Homer-esque Portrait of an Ass Grabber, starring Dennis Franz.
Ooh, portrait. Sounds classy. Doesn't it?
No, Mr. Simpson, a cat is a living creature.
I don't care. Now I'm gonna grab me something sweet.
No, Mr. Simpson, that's sexual harassment. If you keep it up, I'll yell so loud the whole country will hear.
With a man in the White House? Not likely.
Revenge of the second hour. Thanks for staying with us on this Monday morning or afternoon. I guess morning, depending on where you listen from, I guess, right? Thank you for tuning in, you bunch of civilians. RevengeOfTheSys.com/donate is how you help us keep doing our show every single day, since it is our full-time job now, and we are being stepped on by every single organization that can. Twitter.
Yeah. We'd have more people listening if they didn't keep barking us in the ass.
There you go. We should do some karaoke, Mike.
But unlike Mr. Cumia, we keep getting fucked over on social media, and we actually acknowledge that black people are humans.
That's correct.
So we're one step above him.
That's not a high bar, though. Okay. You saw the fucking volcano?
Hey now. That song's stuck in my head all right now.
A violent volcanic eruption in Hawaii is threatening to cause even more destruction this morning. The Kilauea volcano on Hawaii.
I believe it's pronounced Hawaii if you're a local.
So I'm guessing Big Kev got there.
You motherfucker, you took my joke.
Oh, did I? I'm sorry.
More destruction this morning. The Kilauea volcano on Hawaii's Big Island has spilled huge amounts of lava for more than 3 days and nights. Around 1,700 people living nearby have been evacuated because of the lava and poisonous gas.
The lava has destroyed.
Can we be fair here? These fucking retards live on an active volcano. Like
Right.
This isn't fucking what's the one? The Yellowstone.
One. Yeah.
It's not like one of these like ones that's been quiet forever and they built a whole city around it, and then whoa, all of a sudden, like this shit is active 24/7. There's always like little veins of magma shooting up randomly in Hawaii. So who cares?
Jeez, no teachers, no Hawaiians.
Whatever, man. It's 1,700 people. I mean, I get that that's the entire state of Hawaii, but they'll be fine.
At least 31 homes and other structures. Hundreds of earthquakes have rocked the area, and more volcanic cracks opened in the ground over the weekend.
Look at that. Was eating a fucking car.
Carter Evans
Any
got
word on if Dog the Bounty Hunter is safe? Can we check that out?
Yeah, I believe he's on a different island.
He's
Because
outside.
If that lava touches his mullet, he's done.
Leilani Estates in Pahoa, Hawaii. Carter, good morning.
Good morning. This community is locked down. Residents are not going inside right now. In fact, emergency management put out a cell phone warning on Sunday evening telling everyone to get out of the neighborhood. But we understand there are some people inside, and police are not going in to get them out.
How tall is this Abraham Lincoln looking motherfucker? Like you could just tell he's a tall guy.
Yeah, he is.
From the air, lines of smoke show where lava is flowing through Leilani Estate.
Dude, that's fucking crazy.
Is it though?
I mean, it's cool to watch. Isn't that cool to watch?
No, it is. It's cool, but I mean, like, I think people are getting a little like, whoa! It's like it's Hawaii. It's just a volcano that people live on.
This is the overhead footage?
That was cool. I saw that.
Dude.
So, like, what are they going to do? Are they going to get Tommy Lee Jones and what's-her-face, and then they're going to have to divert the lava into the ocean, right? Using the subway system.
No, I believe it's more the Pierce Brosnan film where there's a volcano under there and he tests the water. What the fuck was that movie? God damn it. But anyway, Volcano. Look, if it was a sci-fi movie, it would have been called Volcano Park, but that's not what it was called.
Volcano Island, come on. Well, Volcano Archipelago.
It's actually a peninsula. Dude, that nature is awesome, though. That is fucking cool.
Like you're just watching hot, melted
No one's
rock
died, right? Like
swallowing everything, and you're like, "This is cool."
Yeah, but it's but that's my point. It's so slow you could easily walk away from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure if you don't get killed in the initial,
the
initial hullabaloo, I think you end up all right.
Volcanic
No,
eruption.
that's what the
is a
scientific
hullabaloo?
term for it is.
I didn't know that.
It's a hullabaloo.
I don't believe that's true, but I have too many tabs open to check.
Yeah, I was gonna say dispute it.
I can't. You're right.
There you go.
So a volcanic hullabaloo happened at fucking Hawaii. But it's like you said, it's like when you're buying an active volcano, that's what a volcano's doing what a volcano does.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't think this fucking I don't think that this flaming river of Ghostbuster slime needs to be covered like it's the next 9/11. It's fucking Hawaii.
It's yeah, I know, you're right. It's not a
Japs have killed more people in Hawaii than this fucking volcano has. So
that's true. That's 100% true.
Meth has killed more people in Hawaii. Do we really want to worry in Hawaii? Get you fucking drug problem under control.
They really do have a meth problem because other drugs are really hard to get there. Like they really are. So meth is easy to make, and they make it there. When I went to Hawaii for a wedding, I was there for a week, and we actually rented a car one day to just go driving around the Big Island. So we're driving around, and then when you go to the other side, like when you're in the main part of the island, the touristy part of the island, it's really green. All the mountains are lush, and it's rainforesty, and all the lobbies are open air because when you're not in the sun, it feels great. Then when you go to the other side of the island, it looks like you're in fucking like a desert in Nevada. It's the dry part of the mountain, so there's like no water. It's just rocky. It looks like a desert, and that's when you go to that beach, man. Those locals don't fucking play around.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But these are. They're island folk. They live on a giant fucking open vein that leads to the Earth's mantle. They knew what they were signing up for.
Our coconut neighbors.
Yes. I was going to say neighbors. Coconut somethings.
Neighbors is fine.
But,
yes.
Yeah, this is like when fucking people are like, oh my God, let's fucking cry out for the Californians right now on the wildfires or the earthquakes. Like, nigga, you live there, move. You know where they don't have wildfires and earthquakes? Minnesota. Fucking Denver. Denver's nice and quiet. Weed's legal. You know, plenty of coffee shops.
I mean, we're in
Move
Florida,
there.
so we get hurricanes, but we have like a fucking 20-day notice. Hurricanes don't sneak up on you like a volcanic eruption. You
Yeah,
know
but
what
we
I mean?
also didn't fucking go full third world crybaby like Katrina people do. Like we never, like Florida gets battered every year, and we're like, we're fine. Send some chips and some bottled water if you can. We'll patch it up.
Yeah,
it'll be all right. We never really, like, look at like FEMA in Florida. We're fine. It's same thing with North Carolina and Florida. Those are the two states where they can get battered by a hurricane, and they're like, we're fine. We'll figure it
The
out.
beach bars are usually open unless it's a Cat 5. Like Cat 4 or lower, those beach bars are staying open.
I've been in multiple scenarios.
It's fucking true, man.
Where I was working at bars that stayed open. Titty bars even. Where we're like, weather the storm, man.
People will come out. They will weather it there.
We did that in New York one time. There was like flooding, and there was a massive storm that hit. And it was really bad, and it knocked the power out. Flooding was everywhere. People were stranded everywhere. But we had customers stranded, and they all wanted to keep spending money. So we just floated everybody loans, and we got we had a gun and some baseball bats behind the bar, and we sent the female bartenders home, and me and the other male manager just bartended. We had bitches up on the bar dancing and shit in the dark, candles and like a boombox. It was dope.
Like, it's bad when like a McDonald's closes.
Yeah.
You know, like McDonald's will stay open for most things, but McDonald's closes. It's or 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven is the last soldier. If
You're
that
right.
place is
That will be open.
If
right
that place
till
is
the-
boarded up, get the fuck out of here. What are you even thinking?
What are
about?
you doing? Yeah, that's the barometer if you're in Florida. Speaking of McDonald's, though, this guy ate 30,000 Big Macs. Okay, 30,000 Big Macs. The world record
in
holder.
one shot?
No,
That's impressive.
World record holder throughout his lifetime, I believe. Here.
Well, that's less impressive.
We're back with the best story of the day. The man with the Guinness World Record for most McDonald's Big Macs consumed over a lifetime ate his 30,000th Big Mac on Friday in Wisconsin.
What an achievement. Don Gorski, known as the Big Mac Man.
Is it, though? Like, I understand you're doing a goofy, public interest piece, but is it an impressive feat?
In Wisconsin, it is. He's from Wisconsin. In Wisconsin, it's very impressive.
Wow, he ate the same burger twice a day for his entire life. That's impressive. Is it impressive or is it autistic? Is it fucking just he has Asperger's and he can't fucking whatever?
Has eaten 2 Big Macs a day since his first taste of the sandwich in 1972.
And he joins us now. It is so good to have you, Don. We talked about you yesterday.
Again, is it? I know I'm going to ask this question a
1972,
lot. Is it great to have him? Is it great to have Mr. Amish fucking mutton chops?
You want to explain what he looks like?
No, I want to no. Before we even get into the because
He's like when you hit random default Skyrim character.
He's got weird Mo Howard bangs.
Yes.
He
He has the Jim Carrey Dumb and Dumber haircut.
He has the Amish side beard thing going, but no front beard.
But his hair in the front, but he has long hair though. That's in the back.
He
too.
has the least expensive stock glasses frames I've ever seen, like they're pedophile glasses.
He stole those from a pharmacy.
He has his notes folded up in his shirt pocket like an asshole. Everything about this guy is horrendous.
He looks like someone that would eat 30,000.
But I want to go
Big
back
Macs.
to what this fucking insincere bitch just said. Fucking, we are so happy excited to have you. Were you excited? Was the office a titter this morning with excitement about how the fucking Big Mac guy was?
Big Mac guy's coming.
Hey.
Get ready! I'm so excited.
It took a couple weeks of back and forth. We got Big Mac guy. It's coming in
that's
Monday.
awesome.
Are you
You're the
psyched?
best, Jerry. Jerry, you're the fucking best, Jerry.
People hung around afterwards to get pictures with him. Go fuck yourself, Fox News. How dare you?
This looks like Peter Peter's a 16-year-old Dylan Roof. This does look like if Dylan Roof grew up. If he actually grew up. And he focused on Big Macs.
Now, it is so good to have you, Don. We talked about you yesterday. Since 1972, and the first question off the top, at what point did you realize you want to eat 2 Big Macs every single day for the rest?
Instead of having a wife and children.
I was going to say, instead of having a normal life, period. What the fuck? Some people race, drag cars on the weekends. Oh, fuck, man.
The rest of your life.
I kind of knew that from the first day. Like I say, when I bit into that first Big Mac, it was just so good. And
That's right. I told you it got better. You didn't believe me. You thought it was just the looks, didn't you?
This poor nigga's retarded. I feel bad for him now. He's just retarded.
Hey, man, Hotep says I got to check you when you use the N-word.
Yeah, cool. Check me then. Check this dick. Am I the only one that actually really wants a Big Mac now?
No, I do too. I'm not going to lie. A Big Mac.
Let's not rule it out.
One Big Mac.
first Big Mac, it was just so good. And I just knew I was going to keep eating them all the time. And like I say, I ate 3 at the first sitting. I ate 3 Big Macs, and through the
frick off, Randy.
What did you keep a fucking notepad? What the fuck, dude? Like, I like Big Macs, right?
No, he kept the boxes though.
But here's the thing, right? I like Big Macs, right? I love pussy. I couldn't even give you an accurate accounting of the exact number of women I've slept with. Like, I'm sure I get a ballpark, but you mean to tell me you marked it that you knew when you hit 30 grand? Like, it's weird to me. I know I haven't fucked 30,000 women, and I know that I like pussy more than you like Big Macs. Well, I don't know. I can't question this.
Maybe not, man.
Love of Big Macs.
Look at he's kept boxes. He kept boxes.
What a fucking mook.
The carton's in the back seat.
So you say your second favorite food is lobster, but you haven't had it since the 90s. Because why would you have your second favorite when you can have your favorite?
They're eating Big Macs now on the show. Which, by the way, it was in the morning, so they had to like have McDonald's special do it for them.
It's totally not paid product placement.
It seems like paid product placement, Mike.
So you say, is this all you eat every day?
Tell people. No, it's not all I eat, but it's most of what I eat. The only other thing that I eat every other day as far as food goes is parfaits. When parfaits came out in 2004, the wife made me promise to eat a parfait every day because she wanted to make sure that I ate some food.
Says.
So the wife, the dumb wife, told him to eat parfaits because she thinks the McDonald's parfaits are akin to a health food.
So you're all retarded.
After eating Big Macs, all of that is bad. Look, I love McDonald's too. Don't get me wrong. Once in a while. But
have you ever eaten a parfait and pretended that you were eating something that's good for you in your life?
It's just sugar, dude.
That's like putting strawberry syrup on your ice cream instead of chocolate. No, it's better for you. It's got fruits.
Here, I have to pull. I'm sorry. I'm very curious.
No, I put the Reese's peanut butter chocolate toppings on it because it's got peanut butter as protein, which will help me grow muscles. This guy's fucking not all there.
All right.
Oh, gosh. All right, look.
Yes, it is.
I think the question everyone is wondering is, what does your wife say? What does your doctor say? How is your overall
What does
health?
your bank account say? Eating McDonald's twice a day is not as cheap as it used to
Yeah,
be.
he looks like the kind of guy who goes to a doctor that still believes in leeches. So I don't know if...
When I was, like, I've been super poor in my life before, and I've gone through times where I had to survive on fast food, but that was back when surviving on fast food meant it was cheap. It's not cheap anymore.
It's not. There's dollar menus a thing of the past.
Yeah, like a dollar menu back in the day, what you could do is get 2 double cheeseburgers, add onions, add mac sauce, and you basically had a bigger Big Mac.
A faux
for $2.
Big Mac.
Yeah. But like this guy, you're talking about an $8 meal twice a day?
Because people assume, maybe wrongly, 2 Big Macs a day. You look relatively skinny, but there's a...
Does it bother you that skinny guy on the right's eating the Big Mac happily, like, and it's not going to affect him? Fuck you, dude.
concern about your heart. What does your doctor
He's
say?
going to eat a second one. He's one of those.
He's going to go through all of them.
And she's just looking at them like,
I can't have
oh,
that.
my God, it would be so good. And he's...
Jenny, you have a salad in the fridge. Jenny, you have a salad in the fridge. Jenny, you have a salad in the fridge.
You're right, though. That guy on the right has never had an image problem in his life. Like, he's never
fuck
once.
that.
He's never once looked in a mirror and went, "Oh no!" Like, he's just, oh, wow.
Yeah, well, I really don't have a regular doctor. My wife is a nurse practitioner, so if I really had any problems, I could always, confide in her. But I do get a checkup once a year because my health insurance pays for it.
All right.
And my last checkup was on September 29th. They said my cholesterol.
You gotta leave it right there. Unfortunately, we're so.
Oh, come on, his cholesterol. Almost new.
All right, no, don't move on yet. We got to rewatch this last few seconds because watching this man get disappointed, like you can tell for like 2 seconds he went, man, people actually care about me and my story. And as soon as he started getting into his story, like, yeah, it's called the Big Mac thing. Anyway, we got coming up.
So if I really had any problems, I could always, confide in her. But I do get a checkup once a year because my health insurance pays for it.
All right.
And my last checkup was on September 29th. They said my cholesterol.
You gotta leave it right there. Unfortunately,
That
we're
sounds
so
great.
sorry.
Cool.
We're eating
Good.
Big Macs and you're on.
Fantastic. We got other things to do.
We got things more important than your autistic
Sometimes
ass.
we like to pretend we're also news. So we're going to go do some of that now.
No, they're probably not. They're going to go to something about a dog.
Yeah, fucking Guy Fieri's going to come in and make Southwest omelets. But so gangster, like gangster ones.
Well, I mean, if they're gangster, I'm not against it. Hey, Mike, ABC in Australia, not the American Broadcasting Company, the Australian Broadcasting Channel.
No, not this again.
They have some more comedy from ABC Comedy in Australia. Now, this is not Demi Laudner or the feline fine guy, the cat guy, whatever that guy's name was.
Meow. Ladies and gentlemen,
Meow.
The taxpayer-funded ABC Australia.
This is Woman Makes a Choice. Okay?
Oh, I hope it's the choice I'm thinking.
Sketch number 1 is titled Woman, yeah. It's titled Woman, yeah. It's going to be a theme. Right?
Okay, let's explain some stuff real quick here.
You want me to start?
Yeah, go ahead.
So we got a frumpy, fatty girl that looks like sort of a... She looks like a fat Joan Jett, like a fat Linda Ronstadt, with a weird, like, glittery, sequined red shirt,
right,
and a black, like an overshirt,
Yeah.
and a black tank top with like the Rolling Stone lips, I guess, or something
Right.
like, but in glittery. She's a mess. She's another mess.
And here's plenty more.
It's going to be a theme. Right? It's titled Woman, yeah.
Keeps pointing at her crotch every time she says woman because that's funny.
And she's snickering, but I don't know what.
Because it's funny.
Yeah, I
because
guess.
women have,
No, you're
Mike.
right. You're right. It's funny. It's hilarious.
Mike. Women have vaginas. Are you aware of that? That women have vaginas?
No, I didn't know. I guess now I know.
Makes a choice. Ugh. Sketch starts now.
She's not saying anything. She's just dancing.
She's doing a funny walk. Another funny walk set to music.
This is what happens when you tell every drama student in high school that they're funny and hilarious. This is what this is. Because this is stuff that used to get... And listen, again, I'm not advocating for bullying, but I am saying that this is something that bullying used to take care of.
I'm advocating for bullying. I'm pro-bullying. I'm pro-shaming.
They used to bully these people to go, you can't act like that. You're being a fucking weirdo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, shaming people is good. It's a good thing. I was shamed out of many things that I would have continued to be terrible at my entire life and wasted a lot of time and energy on. But I was shamed out of the room, and I was like, well, I'm never doing that again.
So she's not saying anything. She's just dancing to a bad song. She's pretending like she's talking. Now she's dancing. She's pointing. Pointing again.
What is this?
Pointing again. Pointing more. She pointed again. She pointed again. And again. And then again.
She's pointing in rhythm.
And then again. Now she's dancing. Point. Wait.
Now she's dancing and pointing.
Dancing in both.
Adding layers.
Point, point, point. Point, point. Double point.
Feminism, yeah!
What?
So then she threw glitter out of her pocket in the air, or like confetti in the air. And then she said, feminism, yeah. Feminism.
I can make
Yeah.
this funny right now. I can make this whole thing funny.
I doubt it.
All right. It's really just Sam Hyde in disguise.
Oh, then that's brilliant. If it's really Sam Hyde, then that's brilliant.
You see, they only had to change one thing to make it funny.
That would be one of the funniest things I've ever
She's doing
seen.
this seriously, but if Sam Hyde just revealed, yeah, that was me in Australia, I was fucking with people, you'd go, that was the funniest thing I've
I just
ever
wanted to prove
seen.
that this Tom Ballard guy will let anybody on.
It'd go, feminism, yeah. That's what this looks like, though.
This is publicly funded.
This is something you'd see spliced in very quickly in the middle of a $1 Million Extreme episode. Like, and you'd go, what the fuck? Like, you'd see this on World Peace real quick. Feminism, yeah. And you'd be like, what the fuck was that?
6X says in the chat, I don't know if I should envy the audio-only listeners. You're right. You don't have to partake in this slop.
Yeah, you guys didn't have to look at this, whatever it is. It's like if Elvira had a mullet.
Yeah, she looks like an overweight pirate wench.
Yeah, she looks like if Pat Benatar, Elvira, and Nicolas Cage all got in the same transporter accidentally, and then got beamed into another transporter all as one person.
And that one person viciously beat her up. What is it with these
feminism?
I don't know, but you know what? I got to point out, Radical Mothering, Tasha Rose in the chat room, she's being all fucking uppity. She's
Yeah, I
demanding to know what the point is or what the punchline is.
Yeah.
You don't understand new millennial comedy.
You know
It's
what?
not comedy, and it doesn't have a point. And that's what's hilarious.
It's the
Like, no idea what's happening.
anti-comedy.
But even, I hate that unfunny people have been hiding behind the term anti-comedy. Anti-comedy is still comedy. Anti-comedy is when you take... Anti-comedy is something that I used to do when I did stand-up. It's when you take something that's so horrendous, it's so not funny, and you go, I'm going to make this funny tonight. That's... If you just not... That's just not funny.
No, not at all.
You're so... Like... The whole post-ironic weird thing, like that was like World Peace. If you watch that, that's a great example. Eric Andre is another example of where it's not supposed to be funny, but it's hilarious because that person is talented and genius, and they put all their effort into making it good. Because if you took, you could take the Eric Andre concept and ruin it. You could have one of these idiot Australians do it, and it would just be an autistic spurg. Be somebody with Asperger's spurging out. You get somebody who's funny, who knows how to be funny to do it, and they know how to add certain things to it. And it's This is gross. I don't know what this is, but it needs to stop. Anti-comedy.
So that's a publicly funded comedy in Australia, in case you were curious. Don't worry, there'll be more Demi Lovato stuff coming up, but not this show. We just have to spread it out.
The fucking state of your country, Australia.
Yeah, it's not great. Johnny Depp attacked location manager on new movie.
Johnny Depp's being Johnny again.
Fox News. Johnny Depp attacked location manager on new movie, offered worker money to punch him back, report says. An out-of-control Johnny Depp at a location manager attacked the location manager on the set of his upcoming film Labyrinth. Multiple sources told Page 6. The spat even included Johnny Depp's attempted to punch a bellowing at the veteran production pro. I'll give you $100,000 to punch me right now before he was pulled off. Labyrinth stars Depp as the real LAPD detective Russell Poole, who investigated the murder of Biggie Smalls. But an insider said trouble on the toxic set began when Depp took over directing a scene in which he was cast two of his pals as cops and a homeless man. Johnny's friends were in the scene, and it just turned into way more than it should have been, said a source. In downtown LA, street was closed off, but when the permit ran out, Depp wanted to keep cameras rolling. The producers kept asking for time to be extended, explaining a source with familiar to the production. Finally, location manager informed the film's director, Brad Furman, that the scene had to wrap up, but Brad interjected, "Tell that to Johnny Depp."
Can we add Brad to the Scott list?
Okay.
Brads are usually douches.
The location manager told Depp, "This is the last shot," a source said, when an irate Depp, who'd been smoking and drinking all day on set, got into the staffer's face. He was 6 inches away yelling, "Who are you? You have no right," sources said. When the well-liked worker told Depp, "I'm just doing my job," a source said Depp tried to punch him in the ribs. But the weak blow didn't make an impact, and Depp yelled, "I'll give you $100,000 to punch me right now."
I'd take it.
Staffer stood still, and Depp was finally pulled away.
Would you do it?
Punched for $100,000? Yeah, I'd punch Johnny Depp right in his fucking bitch mouth.
But I mean, knowing that's gonna hurt your career. But you'd have to.
Oh no! You're saying if I was him? Or like me now. Punching Johnny Depp would only help us.
Yeah, no, I meant if you're him. Yeah, no, I would punch Johnny Depp.
I would still punch Johnny Depp for 100.
He's very punchable.
A rep for Depp had no comment from it, insisted allegations was overblown. Johnny Depp is a consummate professional, great collaborator and supporter of other artists.
By the way, it's very telling whenever your PR people say it's overblown, because it never happened is usually the go-to. But you already know, okay, we can't contain this. And their next thing is always, well, reports are overblown. I mean,
yeah, come on.
Come on. Stabbings? Like, nobody ever said stabbings.
He always treats the crew and people around him with the utmost respect. Movies can be stressful, and non-events often become exaggerated. We all love stories. There isn't one here.
You know what's stressful? Being a fucking ice road trucker. Working on a fucking oil derrick out in the ocean in the middle of nowhere is stressful. Being a coal miner is stressful.
Separately, Depp's being sued by 2 former guards. Page 6 reported, and is in a legal war with his former managers. The article originally appeared in the New York Post.
That drives me nuts. I hate when they say that. Movies are so stressful. Is it stressful? Be a cop. You busted. There, that was easy. I could do that for fucking 12 hours a day. You guys get to sit in your fucking trailer. Out of 12 hours of a workday, you get to spend fucking 8 of them in and out of a trailer all day doing drugs and getting your dick sucked by extras. So stressful.
It's really stressful.
It's a pressure cooker in there. When's my heroin delivery man gonna get here? Shut up.
Yeah, no, but Stanhope says that Johnny Depp's a nice guy.
Yeah. The guy who runs a carnival in his house. Let's fucking say it. He's a nice guy. The guy who runs a death pool.
By the way, this just in right now. Lieutenant Colonel Ollie North will be the new president of the NRA. Holy shit.
NRA head.
Really?
Yeah.
Good old Ollie North.
Yeah, Ollie's got 9 lives. My dude never goes away.
Yeah, he was on Fox News as one of the correspondent things. Now he's the president of the NRA.
Give it to Ollie North. He's a soldier, like literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
Like the guy fucking does his time. Like anybody who does his time doesn't rat on nobody is okay in my book.
That's a good point. He did not rat. So,
God, man, I'm just thinking of all I can think about is the stress of Hollywood right now. Those poor people.
Man accused of trying to burn several sex offenders to death in a motel.
Wait. They have like a motel just for them? That's weird.
Well, let's see.
Jorge Porto Sierra has been formally charged.
So he set an Embassy Suites on fire? Sorry, no offense to Embassy Suites. If you want to sponsor the show, go to revengeofthesis.com/advertise.
That's how you do it if you wanted to be a sponsor.
We're going to do it like Yelp. We'll stop bashing you when you start giving us money.
All right, let's go.
Jorge Porto Sierra has been formally charged with 4 counts of attempted premeditated murder. Osceola County detectives say the 5th.
Wait, can you go back?
Jorge Porto
who needs
Sierra
to be
has
arrested
been.
Is that guy's barber?
Yeah.
Jesus, nice hairline.
By the way, this is in Florida. This is Osceola County. This is the county right next to ours, Mike.
By the way, that's a fresh haircut. But look at the line. It's terrible.
All right. This is right next door to us, by the way.
Porto Sierra has been formally charged with 4 counts of attempted premeditated murder. Osceola County detectives say the 50-year-old confessed to deputies he tried to kill multiple people at the Friendly Village Inn on Earl Bronson Memorial Highway.
The Friendly Village Inn is one of those one of those prostitute motels.
Yeah,
the hourlies.
As soon as he said Earl Bronson Highway, I'm like, yeah, that's where the pedos would be living.
After his March 7th arrest, Porto Sierra said he arrived at the motel to, quote, barbecue all the child molesters on fire and kill them. WESH 2 confirms at least 2 of the 4 victims are convicted sexual offenders. Witnesses told deputies Porto Sierra made several threats, screaming, quote, I'm going to kill you, child molester, and began throwing gasoline on their front door. Porto Sierra even allegedly broke a hotel window to pour gas in. Witnesses say he was carrying a cigarette the entire time. Another couple said Porto Sierra rammed their car and poured gas on it. When asked by deputies why he did not carry out his threats, Porto Sierra said, quote, "You got here too soon."
Well, Mr. Look, his heart's in the right place.
Yeah, but 2 out of 4, that mean you have to be one. It has to be 4 out of 4.
Yeah, but the other 2 people were staying in that hotel. So,
you're right.
I mean, what are we losing here, really?
Yeah.
But yeah, look, my dude, first of all, you don't go and scream and yell and make a scene because then everybody's going to get away. You got to quiet, stealth, ninja style. See, if you'd done it ninja style, you could have gotten away and then potentially moved on to a new target.
Yep.
But with this shit, now you're fucking locked up. You're a dummy. You attempted murder charges. You didn't even really do anything. You really, at the end of the day, you fucked up.
Yeah.
You messed up, man. Poor. I want to know what triggered this guy. Because there had to be something.
That's a good point. I'm curious what made him snap.
Like, I don't know if maybe, like, they need to look into that. Because I don't know if maybe somebody in his family was molested and got off with it or something.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of thing where no guy just suddenly in his 40s goes, I'm going to burn pedophiles. That's something, you know what I mean? That is your niece. Something happened to her or something. And you're like, oh, and you have that Latino temper. And you go and you maybe try to burn a couple pedophiles at a cheap motel.
You know what? You're right. He probably had a 70% chance, even if he didn't check. At that hotel.
All they said was 2 of them were confirmed sex offenders. We don't know about the other 2.
They're not. Maybe they will be confirmed.
But I will tell you this: no good person has ever stayed in a motel where most of the sex offenders are forced to stay in. It's not quality people.
Yeah.
Probably could have set that whole block on fire.
Might be a quality inn, but not quality people.
God, Kissimmee is so gross. That was Kissimmee,
gross.
right?
Yes. Kissimmee is gross. Our friends at BBC3, yes, the same ones that got us
What
fucking
is
popped
this
on
thing?
Twitch. The same fucking documentary people that got us popped on Twitch. There's no nudity in this one, okay?
This is
no nudity. This is from YouTube. This is a fucking documentary called Plus Size Pole Dancing and Me. Fat,
No.
glam, and don't give a damn.
No nudity. Just fatties.
Fat, glam, and don't give a damn.
If someone tells me I
I'm
can't
sorry,
do something,
pause.
then the first thing I'm going to
We just started. It's like 2 seconds in.
How much money did it cost for them to reshoot I Feel Pretty with Zooey Deschanel?
Oh, my God.
Because that had to cost a fortune. The movie was already in theaters. It's fat Zooey Deschanel.
You're right. Oh, my God.
This new season of New Girl is terrible.
It's really weird.
I'm going to go do it to prove a point. I'm 5'2". I'm 15 stone. I love pole dancing.
Fat, glam, and don't give a damn.
Let me tell you. What are those poles bolted into the fucking
Vibranium.
floor ceiling? It has to be.
A mixture of vibranium and adamantium.
I've worked in titty bars where I've had to get the pole fixed. It's happened multiple times.
Uh-huh.
I've seen skinny girls break these. But how the fuck is that thing? Well, I guess we'll find out.
I describe myself as
She's a wizard. She's being a wizard there. It's her being a wizard.
Fatty Potter over here.
fat. I don't see fat as this
Ooh, even sexier.
negative word. I hate being called curvy. It makes me cringe so much. I think if I did go on a really hardcore diet and exercise regime, I probably could be really toned and really...
No. Because you can't. Because you haven't tried.
And there's nothing worse than somebody goes, yeah, I could do that if I wanted to.
Yeah. I could quit whenever I want.
slim, but I'm far too lazy. I can't be bothered. I'd rather be out enjoying myself. So tonight I'm going to Manchester for a pole showcase. I'm performing. I was convinced I was too fat to pole dance.
No, you
First
are.
thing I...
End of story.
Yeah, no, so she was.
So I
End
called
of
it in.
story.
I called it in. Storm's coming in.
They say I sort of look like a pig on a stick over a fire as I'm twirling around like some sort of rotisserie chicken. That's what she looks like, a rotisserie chicken on the pole.
Oh, okay. Let's see what else fucking Kenny Rogers Roasters has to say.
Asked them was what's the weight limit for the poles. Some of the negative messages I've had in the past, they all revolve around my size and it's you fat bitch, you fat stripper, go put your clothes on, you're a whale. It tends to be.
All right. Well, I mean, you're doing all the work for us. Can you stop? Give us a chance.
Yeah, let me get a few in.
Yeah, give us a fucking chance. Come on, man.
It's like that episode of It's Always Sunny when Frank keeps trying to
bird? What, I'm a bird?
I got one. You look a bird. Yeah, that was a good one.
To be a girl tagging her friends in a video and then they start commenting as if I can't see what they're saying, and it makes me really sad when it's women doing it
Because why? Because it breaks your little stereotype. You think men are evil and women are nice. Women, by the way, are worse than men. Women talk more hardcore shit than any men do.
And I just don't appreciate the fact that you're devaluing, like, the whole thing about strip clubs and stuff. And this happens at all the clubs now. They're all these fucking soft body slobs because they just hire anything now.
That's the name of my emo band.
Soft body slobs. Yeah. But they're all these fucking mushy slobs.
Right.
Especially on day shift, because these clubs have just lowered their standards for years and years and years. That any old fucking pig can now be a stripper. But then what am I paying for? You used to pay to go, like, let's go see some women naked that would otherwise normally never let us look at them naked up close.
Right.
But now you pay a cover charge to go in and look at this fucking disaster where you could just, you can go to any shitty bar in South Carolina and pick up a slob like this.
because women should be bringing each other up. There's enough pushing women down. See you later.
Seriously, why would you pay to see her pole dance? You just go like, yeah, hey, look, it was my birthday last week and I still got half a leftover cake at the house. What do you say? Oh, I'm there, mate. Let's go and eat my cake.
You got your pole dancing license?
Oh, luckily I'll eat it with a spoon, I will. Can't use a knife.
Love you, girl.
Love you.
And that guy's the ultimate cuck because you know what? I'll put up with you being a slob and I'll put up with you being a whore. You don't get to be both.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Hidden cam.
I think on public transport, I do sometimes feel like people are looking at me.
Yeah, it's because like it feels like they're fucking transporting the raptors from Jurassic Park.
But that's not because you're fat. That's what we like to call narcissism.
That's more that, yeah.
See, anybody who gets this feeling that everybody's always staring at them is either narcissistic or they're so mentally ill that they've gone out of their way to make people look at them. Like that
Right.
Jacob Tobiah guy or whatever. This broad's relatively normal looking with her stupid bag out on
Yeah.
the train. She just looks like any
Any
old
normal
big gal.
person, yeah.
So nobody's staring at you. That's in your fucking head. And you go pole dance for the same reason you think people are always looking at you, because you get off on it, because you're a fucking narcissist, mentally ill, giant monster. You're shaped like a Cornish game hen, and I hate your dumb face.
When I was on the train, I was quite aware of that woman looking at me. I think you automatically assume sometimes that
You're filming her! How dare you? How fucking dare you? It's like I could tell they were staring at me. You were filming them. You mentally ill maniac. I would look at somebody on a train too if they were filming me. Like, but you understand my frustration? Like,
She's wearing
the
the hat that Homer had to wear with the camera in it, the big sombrero hat.
Do you even get my aggravation at her lack of self-awareness? Could you imagine me being on a train and doing this? Hey, what are you staring at? Why are you staring? Is it because I'm fat? Huh? Is it because I'm fat, mate? Huh? Is it?
Sir,
Oi!
can you get the camera out of my face?
Why are you staring at me? It's for my big teeth. No, it's because you're fucking filming a woman on the subway. An older woman who's probably still not mentally, all there in an age where people just have recording devices all willy-nilly. Maybe she doesn't like it.
This is the hidden camera she was wearing. It's Homer's hat with the big camera in it.
Stupid giant cowboy hat.
All right. Sorry. Back to the documentary.
It's negative when someone is staring at you. When I was at school, I did always feel like the fat kid. I didn't feel like I looked like the other girls, and I was fat. I was the fat kid. I just ate too much. I went to an all-girls school, so it was really bitchy. They didn't.
Yes, but here's the thing. You were asking for attention when you're wearing a shirt or a dress that says, what does it say? Fright attendant.
Okay, but let's look. To be fair, too, you weren't all that awful back then.
No, really. That's.
I mean,
you're a little chunky.
Yeah,
but
you're a fat girl in this picture, but you're a fuckable fat girl in this picture.
Yeah.
You're bangable here. So don't act like, I was like this freak, you know, they all looking at me like, oh, look at me almost this is all it. You're fuckable here.
Your British accent is devolving into Gollum. The British.
But it's, stop, man. Well, you fucking tired of you already.
Hold back on what they said to you. I hated how I looked. I shop online.
So I got even fat.
Oh. The Nia Jax approach.
And now I get on the train and I film people. And then when they look at me, I go, what are you looking at? It's because I'm fat. Oh. Fucking hate people like this.
Like, you're not even the fattest one on the train.
Mike,
she's walking on the streets without shoes on.
Ew, she is, and she's got dirty foot.
Oh, God!
Yeah, dirty foot. But you're walking around barefoot with your Asperger's, shoving your camera in people's faces. This is every millennial nowadays. It's just like, why is everybody staring at me? Because you're filming everybody, you got no shoes on.
Maybe she was staring at you because you have no shoes on a fucking train. That's weird to people because normally people wear shoes.
Wouldn't you gag if you saw that? Like,
dude, that's disgusting to me.
Like, I would react.
Like, I don't care if she was the hottest girl in the world. If she's walking on that's gross, right?
People in the chat are saying she's wearing flats. I don't buy it.
No, she's not. Look. I'll back it up more. Hold on.
Hated how I looked. I shop.
Wait.
I said to you, I hated how I looked. I shop online most.
Maybe.
I can't. Maybe they're flesh-colored flats.
She's still gross. And she should still have thicker shoes with more support.
Yes.
Because
they used to be heels until she stepped in them.
I don't find the kind of clothes I want are stocked in high street stores.
I guess she is wearing some sort of flats.
Exclusive footage of Heather Height moving on to fucking film her next spank porn.
Street stores don't even stock my size. Depending where I'm shopping, I'm anywhere from a size 16 to a size 20.
And whose fault is that? Like, she's saying it like it's somebody's fault.
10. Basically, 1's an 8, 2's a 10.
What's the
You're just filming people.
All she does. And
biggest one?
Yeah. It's fucking.
It's not like you have this whole like everybody's being unfair to me, but then you're being unfair to a lot of people.
Yeah.
You bitch. You bitch.
14.
Is that the biggest size?
Stuff it is.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff was made, homemade back then.
Yeah.
Especially because people were still rationing.
Yeah.
As well, back in like the 50s.
I find vintage shopping really hard. They're catering for practically 4 sizes.
Vintage shopping really hard. Here's why. Because vintage clothes back then, people used to be skinnier. So it's really, really hard to find clothes in your size that's vintage because, look, everything's changed. Even these little things, like, for example, the turnstiles at Disney and Universal have gotten wider over the years because people have gotten bigger.
Oh, yeah, they're getting... I mean, that's not just at Disney. It's subway stations. Yeah,
everywhere,
everywhere things are getting bigger.
Yeah, because we are getting bigger. But she's making it seem like back then there should have been more fat people. No, why?
And that is it. This is like the only thing in the shop that fits. And even then it's really...
It's okay, then fucking buy it. What do you want?
It's tight. I don't think it's easy to find sexy underwear, sexual lingerie in a plus size.
Excuse me, do you know if that...
Because it doesn't look good on you. It doesn't look good on you. That's why it's like, it's really, really hard to find, fucking racing rims for a Toyota Tercel. Because it's not meant to be on that vehicle.
It's not hard enough, though, unfortunately. Sadly, it's not hard enough. It's still, you can still get them, and that shouldn't be a thing.
It's a good point.
Green one comes any bigger than the 16 to 18.
Center probably has a fucking whole row of them.
It's like putting racing stripes on a van. Like, what's the point? You know?
Is that the biggest? It does make me feel slightly judged when I go into shops that do sell.
You're judging them immediately, thinking they're judging you. You know what I mean? Like, it's this weird reverse logic, you know?
All that sort of like underwear. I feel like I shouldn't be in there because we're not stocking your size, so what are you even looking for?
No. Again, like Mike said earlier, you're making that up in your head. These are arguments that you're having in your head. It hasn't happened in real life. You're making up these arguments and these fights in your head going, she's probably thinking that I'm a fat pig. No. I'll tell you what's happening at the person at Victoria's Secret, over the lingerie. They're probably thinking, when's my next break? They don't fucking care what you look like.
Sorry. I love your outfit. Oh, thank you. I love your hair. On my way out, a lady did come up to me. I don't think she worked there. She just came up to me out of the blue and just told me how much she loves my outfit. It was just such a good feeling just to have someone that appreciate what you're wearing. I think I've got a couple of hours until the show starts tonight. So I need to wash my hair, do my makeup, get changed.
Hottie alert.
Changed, sort my bag out. I need to get ready and go before I feel nervous. I always wanted to do pole, but I never had the confidence to do it because I had this image in my head of what pole dancers
Because I had mirrors.
look like, and they were all really flexible and they were all really bendy and skinny and tall and just not what
Spicy McHaggins, this bitch looks like a dirty birthday cake.
I was at all. If you feel sexy, you're sexy. It doesn't matter if you're size 8 or you're size 28. Like, who cares?
Yeah, that's fine. Who cares? What is this
Like,
about?
who cares? Sometimes you're like a size 4, sometimes you're size 37. It's like, you know, fluctuates a bit. No, one's sexy and one isn't. One's a disgusting creature. One is pretty.
I'll let you pick which one's which.
It's not you!
Okay.
It's not you!
You didn't let her pick it.
She doesn't get to pick.
Okay.
Just like your clothes, you don't get to pick. See, now, everyone on the show has been fat, has been skinny, has weird bodies. So Royce and I appreciate that joke more than anyone.
Oh, fuck.
Because it's like, you being fat, and then Royce has been like fat before where like clothes starts, you start not getting to be as picky and choosy. It's
Right.
like, this looks the nicest for what will fit me. I have the problem with shoes. Like, I'm a size 13. I'll settle for a 12 and a half. But it's, again, there's certain, and I also have really horrendous shoulders. So there's just certain things you buy and you go, well, this looks terrible on me.
Right.
So then you go for things within your range, and then it's
Correct.
like, well, that really restricts my selections. I never get my first choice of shoes. Ever. I don't get my first, second, or third choice of sneakers. I always go to a place, and eventually I'm like, well, I guess these are kind of nice.
These will work.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, man. When I was my fucking biggest, I remember I used to
get out shit.
Dude, it was bad.
And then like everything's either like super, like everything's like an extreme style when you're a big guy. So it's either extreme wigger style, and you're like, I'm not wearing that.
That or a lot of Hawaiian shirts. Tommy Bahama, woo,
That
cover
I
up
would
a lot
settle
of shame.
for. I think if I ever got like where I was a disgrace of fatness, I could comfortably go Tommy
Because you're
Bahama.
comfortable, right? And it looks okay.
Yeah, and it looks all right.
You can still
It's
go
the-
out. You don't look like a fucking circus clown that's not trying.
Yeah, and you don't look like, but you also don't look like you're a try-hard in anything.
Right.
You know, like fat guys, like I said, if you wear like bedazzled, like, you know, the tap-out style shirts, but not tap-out, and you know what I'm talking, you've seen them. Like fat wigger guy with bedazzled shirt. You're like, man, dude, you're trying way too hard. But you also don't have a choice. It's either that or fat guys can dress like an old man. There's always old man fat clothes. If you want to wear suits every day, plenty of fat guy clothes.
Dr. Brony says big dog shirts were popular around my house.
So I'm
oh
sure-
my
I had
God.
a big
I
dog
had
shirt
big
growing
dog
up.
shirt. So did I. Oh my God, I remember those.
I think I got some old, when I was working on that show that never got made, I had to dig up a whole lot of old photos. I think I found a lot of old fat pictures of me from when I was a kid. I gotta dig up some of those and put them out.
Yeah. But
we're done.
Yeah. Oh my God. Jesus, you're right. It's time.
RevengeOfTheSith.com/donate. That is the way you can support the show. Patreon is always the best way. We prefer that. Gives us a little monthly stipend to stay alive with. If you're going to be shopping on Amazon soon, you guys are going to be shopping on Amazon soon. Go to RevengeOfTheSith.com/donate. Click on any one of those Amazon banners. Then do your shopping. It will help us out significantly. And the only other thing we can ask of you, we are slowly climbing up in iTunes. Rate us 5 stars. Download iTunes. Install iTunes. Just so you can give us a 5-star rating on iTunes. Revenge of the Sith.
Yes,
that would be awesome.
that's the best, please.
5 stars on Facebook as well. Always helps us out. We will be back tomorrow with more excitement.
And remember, don't forget, if you're a patron on Patreon, you can see the Juagglo March documentary, which is up. Don't forget to go to RevengeOfTheSith.com/donate if you want to join. That really, really helps us. Music, as always, by C. Thomas Howell. Check out his stuff on Bandcamp, SEETHOMASHOWL. All right, guys. See you tomorrow.